Hey y'all, welcome back. So if you're new here, welcome. My name's Leah and this is my channel all about crocheting. So this is a Hobby Lobby yarn and other accessories haul. I got a large bag of stuff, so let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? And the lighting may be a little dimmer than usual. It's very overcast outside, so hopefully y'all will be able to see everything well. Okay, so this is going to be kind of like a grab bag. It's nothing too exciting. I only got 2 different types of yarn, but one of them is in multiple colorways. So a little backstory. I used this Chloe yarn, the Yarn Bee Chloe yarn, in my tote bag that I made in my last WIPs video, and I absolutely loved it. And so today I had to go to Hobby Lobby for a few things that I actually truly needed, and of course I had to stop by the yarn section, and I noticed that, sorry y'all, I'm getting a little comfortable here, that some of the Chloe yarns had the older labels that were marked at $5.99 because the current price is $6.99. And so I just went through and I got all the ones that still said $5.99. Since today was the last day of the 30% off sale for this week, I was like, might as well go ahead and take advantage of it. So that's what I did. And I'm going to try to keep these organized, but they're kind of mixed up in here. And I've got the sniffles, so y'all just don't mind me, okay? It's pollen season around here, so. Okay. I got 4 skeins of and these all that I'm about to show you are all Chloe. So I got 4 skeins of the Ocean Water colorway. There's some fuzz, but I don't know if y'all are going to be able to tell too well with how dim it is in here, but it is so pretty. It's different shades of blue. There's like some really light, like pale blue, and then kind of a medium blue. I don't know what you would call it, but anyway. So pretty. Okay. And the specs for the Chloe yarn, obviously they're all going to be the same, is 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 270 yards, 247 meters, 70% wool, 30% viscose, 4-weight, medium, or worsted, whatever. Recommended knitting needle is US 8 or 5 millimeter. Crochet hook is a J10 or 6 millimeter. Hand wash, lay flat to dry. So there's that. And like I said, I got 4 skeins. There were several people, not only at Hobby Lobby today, but also like in the yarn department. I wasn't used to that. Usually I'm the only one there, and maybe like a random elderly woman will come through and like try to do the chit chat, which, you know, I'm happy like to do that. I love speaking to the elderly. But anyway, it was like pretty full today. A bunch of younger people, like my generation, and even younger. It was like Gen Z, which was crazy. But I mean, I'm glad, like, it's good that younger people are getting into yarn, little yarn hobbies and stuff, but I don't know, it's just kind of unusual. So I got a bunch of this colorway. Let's see, I think I got 5. I have to say, the Chloe yarn is like, oh goodness, my bag's drooping here. The Chloe yarn is probably that I can think of right offhand. The only yarn type or whatever that I actually like every single colorway in it. You know, usually with a type of yarn, I'll only like maybe 3 or 4 at the most colorways, and then the rest I don't really like. I love every single one of these colorways. And I only got like 3 different colorways. There's like 10 different colorways in this line of yarn. Oh my god, if you have not checked it out, please do. It is beautiful. It's so nice to work with. Anyway, this one is the color Carnation. Beautiful, different shades of pink, and then there's some purples in there, and like a very, very pale pink, and then like a carnation pink, hence the name Carnation. But then there's some purple, like a mauve. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I hope y'all can see it. I've noticed in previous videos my camera does not really pick up color the right way. Like, it always ends up looking a little off than what it's like in real life. But do y'all see that halo? Oh, it's so nice. Oh, I love it. But like I said, I got 5. Ooh, no, I dropped it. 5, well, 4, and then 1 on the floor. So there you go. 5 skeins of that. Or I guess balls. These are more like balls, aren't they? They're not really skeins. Okay. Got some fuzz on there. So the last colorway I got in this Chloe is Arctic Spruce. And this is a beautiful green and blue blend. So you have like the pine, well, I don't know what you would call it, that pretty green, very vibrant. Then it goes into like a teal, and then the bright blue, like cerulean. Very beautiful. Love this one. Very earthy. Like, it reminds me of the earth. It's, like I said, I love every single one of these colorways. Okay. 3 of those. And I did check lot numbers just to make sure. And most of them were the same lot number, but the ones that weren't, I held them up and compared them to the others, and they all matched really well. So I'm not worried about it. And plus, with how variegated they are, they'll blend really well. Okay, so the last yarn I got, I went to the Hobby Lobby out of town, up north, about 30 minutes up north, yesterday, because I needed 1 skein of the Premier Bloom chunky self-strapping floral print yarn. It's like a big old long name. I needed 1 skein to finish off a blanket. And my Hobby Lobby was out, which I figured they would be because I bought the last 2 skeins the last time I was there. So I went up north. They had some. They had several. And I figured I drove all this way, I might as well just take a tour of the place, because I actually had never been in that one before. And it was, I have to say, I really preferred my local one, because this one was so dark and dreary looking. Like, the light, especially in the yarn department, there was literally no lights up in the yarn section, so you just had to rely on the lighting around you. And I thought maybe the lights were out, like there was something wrong with them. So I looked up in both yarn aisles, and there was literally no lights at all on the ceiling. So I was like, this is weird. It reminded me of the movie Saw. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that franchise, but it just, I thought, oh gosh, what's his name? The dude off of Saw. I don't remember, but y'all know who, if you're familiar with that movie. The guy with the little pinwheel cheeks. I keep wanting to say Pennywise, but I know that's off of It. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, it's like on the tip of my tongue. Jigsaw. I kept expecting him to pop up. Anyway, so when I was there, I did look through the yarn the best I could. And I saw this yarn. and I fell in love with it. But I talked myself out of getting it because I was like, you know, you don't need it. But while I was there getting all this, I was like, what the heck, I'll go ahead and get this too. And so it's the Yarn Bee Forever Plush Smoky Lilac. Lilac. Okay, I think it's lilac. I'll show you what it looks like first. It's this beautiful, like muted purple. It's not pastel. It's like a muted purple. And smoky lilac really makes sense. That's a good name for it because it does have like a hazy like look to it. I hope y'all can tell. It's really pretty. So the specs for this one is 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 169 yards, 155 meters, 100% polyester, medium 4 weight. It's hand wash and hang dry. Ooh, I need some glasses. Okay, knitting needles, size 9 or 5.5 millimeters. Crochet hook is a 10.5 or 6.5 millimeters. And it's like this plush, like velvety material. So pretty. So yeah, I got 3 skeins. I'm going to also use this to make a bag. I already have the gray. I'm going to use some gray acrylic yarn to blend with it. I think it's going to look really, really pretty. So anyway, that is it for the yarn, but I did get a few other things that are kind of crochet related. So the first one is a hook. It is the Yarnology size E. Okay, so there's a bit of a misprint. It's supposed to say size E4, but it says size E5. 3.5 millimeters. And this is like their ergonomic crochet hook. I got this. I already have this hook size in like a wooden birchwood hook. But the handle is super skinny. It's like the same width as this all the way down. And I tried crocheting with it last night. I tried working with that Summer Nights, the Lion Brand Summer Nights yarn. You know, that's like that super fine one weight yarn. And my hand just could not get used to that little tiny scrawny little hook. So I'm hoping that maybe this will help me a little better. Fingers crossed, because I really want to work with that yarn like on its own, but if I can't, then I will end up mixing it with a heavier weight yarn. I don't know. I know a lot of people can't work with the finer weight yarns because like they have arthritis or they just, you know, can't get a good grip with it. I'm hoping I'm not one of those people, but I don't know. I guess I'll have to wait and see how that hook does. Okay, so the rest of this is actually kind of sewing related, but I'm using it for my crochet products. So I don't have anything really sewing wise of my own, but I inherited my grandmother's sewing kit when she passed away a few years ago, and I should have brought it in here with me, but it is just the cutest thing. It's like a big wicker basket, like a picnic basket that she got like 50 years ago, and it still has all of her stuff that she accumulated over the years. But she did not have, I need some pins because I'm working on the lining for my tote bag, and I needed some pins. She had like 3 pins, and she didn't have any safety pins. She only had like, for needles, she only had super small, like that long needles, or tapestry needles, or how do you say that? Tapestry? like the big thick needles, you know, and I needed just regular sewing needles. So I got a pack of assorted needles, and all of this was half off because it was the Sewology brand. And then I got some pins, and these are the cutest things ever. They're tulips, and I love tulips. Tulips are my favorite flower, so I'm really excited about that. This is definitely one of those like novelty items that you just buy because you like it. Obviously they had cheaper plain Jane pins for like half the price, but you know, whatever, it's fine. These are really cute. And then safety pins, assorted sizes. And then the last thing I got that I also needed was also half off because it's the Yarnology brand, and it is these plastic yarn needles. I needed some that were larger. I already have some in the smaller size, but I needed some that I could use for my bulky yarns, so I went ahead and got those too. And that is it. So if y'all want to know how much I paid, let's see. You know what? I'm not going to say how much I paid because we'll just, you know, it's okay to have some secrets. But anyway, everything was on sale, so that's all that matters. But thank you guys so much for watching and for putting up with my ramblings. I know I tend to go off, you know, but anyway, thank y'all. So yeah, thank y'all. Y'all have a great weekend.